And former Arizona Congresswoman Gabby Giffords, who is now devoting her life to preventing these mass tragedies since she was shot and critically wounded in 2011 in Tucson, issuing a call to action, saying, "Even in our grief, we must summon the courage to fight against this fear. Americans must find the courage to imagine a country where these massacres do not occur. Our leaders must find the courage to escape the confines of their politics and pursue the moral necessity of peace and safety." Retired Shuttle Commander Mark Kelly is the co-founder of Giffords' Courage to Fight Gun Violence with, of course, his wife, Gabby. Mark, we meet too often this way. Thank you for being with us. We all thought after Newtown, after we saw what happened there, we have images of Columbine. I mean, this goes back now so many years of children in danger, children at risk, being protected by teachers, but not by the grown-ups in the room who are the state, local, federal legislators.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that in Stephanie Ruhl's program that she had on a young high school student named Isabella Gomez, I think her name was.
Right.
And she was able to see through it, the president makes a statement, talks about mourning and people hurting and grieving, sympathies and prayers, but there are really no solutions there to this epidemic of gun violence. And the sad thing is we pretty much have a good idea what works. States that have stronger laws have significantly less gun violence. But Congress and the White House are, unfortunately, many members of Congress are beholden to the gun lobby.
And when I think back to Newtown, I think that's the first time, perhaps, that I saw President Obama crying as he delivered a statement. He was agonized. He's just issued a statement now. I think this is on Twitter. "We are grieving with Parkland, but we are not powerless. Caring for our kids is our first job. And until we can honestly say that we're doing enough to keep them safe from harm, including long overdue common sense gun safety laws that most Americans want, then we have to change." You and Gabby Giffords have been working so hard on this. Where do you see the major obstacles?
Well, like I said, Congress is a big obstacle. In the states, we've had a lot of success. We've passed over 200 pieces of legislation in 45 different states, things that we know work, like background checks for all gun sales, closing those gun show and internet loopholes. I thought it was interesting that Governor Rick Scott this morning said that we need to enact laws to keep guns out of the hands of mentally ill or people that are dangerous. That's a good start, and one way you can do that is you can close the loophole in our laws that allow people to go to a gun show or buy firearms over the internet without a background check. I hope he follows up on his statements. But to answer the basic question is there's a lot of money in our political process spent by the gun lobby. And because of that money that is spent, they have a lot of members of Congress in their corner who will not act without their permission. And that's what makes this a challenge. The president, though, here, he has an opportunity. Leadership is often defined in certain moments, and I think he has an opportunity here to show some leadership. I did not see that this morning. I hope after he visits, Florida, and meets with the community down there that he takes some positive steps to address this issue.
Commander Mark Kelly, thank you very much. Thank you, and of course our best to Congresswoman Giffords.
Thanks for having me on, Andrea.
You bet.